I wanted to talk about the Amazon Fire 7 tablet now after a little bit of use. Wanted to get back to it because I see a lot of information, I see a lot of reviews online that don't necessarily bash this device, but they just kind of overlook it because it's so easy for it to get lost in a lineup that already includes a lot of nice value when you're talking about the 10-inch tablet and then the 8-inch tablet. But there absolutely is a place for the 7-inch tablet, and the one that they just came out with, the new refresh for 2022, certainly adds to that. Talking about price, $60. Link will be in the description, and then a lot of times you'll get random sales like they just had, or you'll get Black Friday coming up, or you'll get just a random weekend where it's $44.99, which even adds to the value of this device. But just let's set aside the build quality and the functionality, which we'll talk about in a moment. A lot of the value for me comes from this, just the versatility of something this size. This isn't one that you have to worry about if you're going to need it or not. This is one that could be used in the home, could be used in every room in the home and have a purpose and fit in just fine. This is one that could go to you to school or to the workplace. It could be used as your entertainment tablet. It could be used as your email tablet, just something that controls your home, your lighting and whatever else that you have set up through Amazon. There's so many things that you can do with this for so little money, and the way how well it runs really just baffles you a lot of times. And listen, Amazon's not a charity, right? We understand that. They're doing it. Look, you got ads right on the front page here unless you pay to have them removed. You're going to have nothing but Amazon apps there staring you in the face, just begging you to buy Amazon services. I get it. This is a gateway, something that they give you cheap in order to be able to use their services and pay and get extra revenue besides just the 40, 50, or 60 bucks that you spend on the tablet itself. But that being said, when you look at the competition in the Android market, everybody tells me, oh, get one of those cheap Android 10 or 11 tablets that you see. Yeah, okay. They're $100, number one, 110 bucks. They're cheaply made. They have no warranty attached to them, or very little warranty, or a warranty that'd be, go ahead and try to claim it. They'd have, you don't know what the support life is going to be. It's going to be all over the board. This one, you know you're getting that 4 and 5 years of support, plus there's the ecosystem to go with it. Those Android tablets that I've noticed over time, when they get updated, and this is not just no-name tablets, we're talking the Samsung tablets on the smaller side. When they get updated over time, they instantly start to lag. There's not the optimization or the effort put into optimization for the cheaper Samsung and Android tablets that's put into the optimization to make sure things are still running on these Amazon tablets. And somebody had mentioned to me in the comment section, well, yeah, they don't get updated a whole heck of a lot. Well, that's true. But the reason, because they don't really break a whole lot with the updates either. I didn't notice a whole lot of difference with Fire OS 8 that's supposed to include some of the functionality of Android 10 in there. But I'm sure there's stuff on the back end. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I love the versatility of something like this for the money. Performance is good as well. Is it totally snappy? Is it the fastest device on the planet? No. But if you're able to have a bit of patience through that first, second or so of stuff not being super fast, then you're going to be able to get a lot of use out of it. If I could actually go ahead, I was watching a stream on it last night, but you'll get the use out of it that you think. It's not a bad viewing experience, and you let it load up, you let it do its thing, and if you could leave it on the auto settings, especially for stuff like Twitch, you're going to have an overall decent experience, and one especially for the money that comes out ahead of a lot of the competition. I'm going to load up some of the apps here. You have the Alexa app, you have Amazon Music. I'm going to pull up some of them that you can see it just works fine, relatively snappy, loads up no problem. I'd pull up the kids one because that's a big selling point of the thing, but the problem is it doesn't even let me into the kids one without signing up for the trial. But the problem with that is I'll sign up for the trial just to do it, and I'll never cancel it. I'll wind up paying $10 for the rest of my life. Not that I've ever done that before. I know everybody signs up for the free trials and knows to cancel them ahead of time, and nobody's ever kept a free trial that they've then had to go ahead and pay for and left it on without canceling it for, years at a time. No one's ever done that. But these things, the Amazon apps are going to work well. They work well with the ecosystem. No issues. Even YouTube works on it. Instagram, like I said, fantastic experience when you think about some of the other experiences that you get with Instagram. Like you said, you got to deal with it loading up for a second. But once it does, it's a decent Instagram experience. And when you think about the fact that you're getting it for X amount of dollars, there's a lot of reels now, so it takes a second to open it up. But when it's photos, you kind of are able to rip through it. But it's a nice full screen experience on the tablet. I like it. TikTok works well as well. You got Facebook on here. Light gaming could get you done, if you the Candy Crush type gaming. And if you're doing cloud gaming with the Luna services that I showed in the initial review of this, then you're really going to get a lot of use out of it, because the Amazon Luna stuff works and the cloud gaming stuff works really well. When it just boils this down to a display and an internet connection, you see some pretty snappy and responsive gaming that you wouldn't expect out of a $40-something, $50, $60 tablet. Even if you're paying full price, you're not getting ripped off. And the fact that you add in 4 and 5 years of support in something this cheap, that really just, there has to be a dollar amount to that. My father has one, the 7-inch one that he's been using since, I think, 2018. I got it for him, and I asked him, I said, did you want one of the newer ones? They're a little bit faster now. He says, no, I don't need it. For what I use it for, it's still supported. He uses it for email only, really, and some light web browsing, and they still work. You put one, this is a great secondary tablet if you're putting it in another room, another part of the house. Just have it just sitting somewhere in the living room. Pick it up. You can have it controlling your various devices that you got around. Like I said, it's great for kids because of the durability. Even without the specific kid one that's kind of bulked up, that's a little bit more money. That's $100. I don't know about that for this, especially when this is pretty durable enough. It's got plastic construction. You're not going to break it. You throw this around, it's going to take a beating, but unlike a lot of devices that have these glass backs and these metal backs, it'll take a beating, but it'll still work. You see, mine's even scuffed up already. Got a little nick here, mark here, but it doesn't make a difference with something like this, and that's what makes it comfortable. The battery life will outlast you in a day. It's not something you have to worry about, and the great part is now that they've added USB-C charging to the 7-inch tablet, it's relatively fast. I mean, it's not the fastest in the world. We wouldn't call it fast charging, but you're going to get plenty of use out of it. And then you add in Kindle and the photos and the Prime Video. It can handle all of your entertainment stuff. You go into the App Store, you got a lot of stuff. If you want to sideload the Google Play Store on here, you can do it and use it more as a fully functional Android tablet. You could do that as well. But you're not gonna find yourself wanting, especially for the money. And when you go through here and realize just the amount of apps and versatility that they have, Facebook Messenger, HBO Max, and it runs well. It's not just, you saw the video on Twitch. It's not just garbage. It's not poor resolution, even though this isn't a full HD display. It's still something that on this size, you're not going to notice any sort of degradation in the video quality at this size. And you can sit there. It's comfortable. It's light. It's easy to hold. It's one that you can have in bed with you. You can take to work with you. You can have on the bus or the train. You can have one in the living room and carry with it to you in the bedroom and not feel like you're lugging something around. And it's durable, so you don't have to worry if it drops it. If it falls on the floor one day, falls out of a bag, or you just don't know how to pick up things off a table like that just then, it's something that you can have, not worry about, because it's not absolutely crushing the bank. And if you're going away to school, if you're in school now, if you need something, you just don't know what email or assignments, Office is on here. I believe you could get various bits of the Microsoft universe on here if you need, but then there are other ways of doing email and spreadsheets and stuff like that. Hook it up to a Bluetooth keyboard. The functionality that you get for the money that you pay is really, I think, unmatched when it comes to tablets, anything short of an iPad. But then again, you're spending what? $300+ for that. You're not spending that here. You're spending $60. So if you've been on the fence about one, not sure whether you want to get the 7 or the 8, I have a video comparing those two that'll be linked at the end of this one, but I think you're going to be well on your way, even at $60, to getting full value from this tablet. If you're on the fence about it, not sure, you could do a heck of a lot worse when it comes to the Android side, looking at a tablet. And yeah, do you got to deal with a lot of the Amazon apps? Do you got to deal with a lot of their sales stuff and the ad stuff? Yeah, you do. But for that, the trade-off for that is paying a relatively cheap price, having that support, and getting a lot of functionality out of the tablet itself. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, so portable. Have that Steve-licious day.